ya nyante chwa emre bia am discover free Europe akoma ebusuafo wo Ghana no me use tap send no fee mobile money transfer eye easy eye convenient eye fast and sounds so free won't ya hwe me discover aye mapim tap send Intienne also download the tap send app no ever mobile phone so free na fesika komo ebusuafo wo Ghana afa na nyina tap send papa no
everybody check now check it the beat is real don't will make it kill ya get your green select glucometer and check it sugar level check it green select glucometer check it push sugar level for check it reselect glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Emre tudu nani etina kamu kwantin akotonyo mabegu ye shop mu se ubenya ni nyina ofako enno so ya asem foforo owo so to mfa sika swane ne mpatamu anase achimota lapa se kosinsawam. Jimmy Dale is your one-stop shop distribution for wholesale and retailers. Safa drinks, insure, enyane, anasa ade bia wo pebia. So ukoton kwadia enye bebia wo se wutumwa eye Jimmy Dale. You can locate Jimmy Dale Ventures at Giga Junction inside Soto or call us now on 0208-920-996. Jimmy Dale Ventures, the official sponsor for Samlex TV.
So we are still enjoying the after Easter break, and we are here to give you everything that you guys are expecting us to do. And let me say, today we are back on our usual channel, that is Samlex TV. Yeah. After the 1 week ban by YouTube that, hey, you guys cannot work there because you've been stubborn on discussing a certain nudity topic. Meanwhile, we did not discuss any nudity. We were only educating the people that if you are a performer and you are on a stage, don't let ladies touch your dicky. That's what we were talking about. Now you two to them vex. That why did we discuss that topic? But it's okay. I'm sure it is a caution and it's a warning to all of us. And if you're also in this industry or in this our space, then you need to be careful on how you handle some of these things. So today we are back, and first of all, let me also say thanks to you. When we went on Samlex TV Live, the kind of love you guys showed us, it was so crazy. The channel was almost dead. Nobody was happening. Nothing was happening there. Nobody was going there. But just 1 week, the kind of enlightenment, the kind of vim, the resurrection we've seen on the platform, it feels so good, guys. So we appreciate you. But I'm saying something that every day we have started something called the top stories on the Samlex TV Live platform, and this is going to be about all the hard stories happening in our showbiz space every day. It could come from anybody from this platform. Today it could be me, tomorrow it could be Roland, to be Reagan, Kojo. In fact, so many people be bringing you content on the top stories. So wait for it. As and when someone get a gist, then they will sit down and plan their own thing, present their own thing, so you guys will know, because the stories there, we have them. Ciao. So once again, thank you. So don't leave there. Still subscribe to that place, because there are some programs that will be limited to only Samlex TV Live, and others will also be limited to only Samlex TV. It is still the same house giving you all the best of content. Thanks to the production team. The Digital Rasta is Karen Siriti Flex, the director of the show, and Emmanuel Foyula PG, the producer. Special thanks to Gideon Dilam Tessin. He's our creative director here on Samlex TV, or better still, Flex Entertainment. We are coming to your country. I've told you this year. Europe, we are coming to town. London, we are coming to town. USA, we are coming to town. So you guys should prepare for us. We are coming with our crew. Very rough. So you guys should wait for us. We are coming live and in colored. It is going to be sweet. So on set, you've seen the gentleman. Roland Amate is sitting immediate to me. Nana Reagan is also in the middle, and Kojo King, aka the Lion King, is also on the extreme left. I know Kumjata the first. Nana Okumjata defense. Now Kojo Mary don't mention in Europe. And now we have to change his name. Kojo Kin AK Nana Okumjata defense. Oh my goodness.
I love that. Yeah, back on the years and I anymore.
Everybody are winning. Yeah, we're winning.
Yeah, through the plastic surgery.
No problem. You could wish you well. We wish you well. In fact, you can go to my friend is a zoo and just try your luck. No, you can go there and try your luck and tell them that you are going to do it. If after 5 minutes they see you are not surviving, they should fire the animal. They will do it for you.
The one that is with a human being.
The lion at the across is a human being. Could you up and down? Alright, so I did not say it. Kojo said it. Kojo said the lion at the across is a human being. Alright, so that is just our way of starting. Of course, we are in a happy mood and we pray that God also gives you the same mood here as well. And I'm starting with a story. This is more social, this is more religious, not in showbiz. You know, on this platform, we do either political and showbiz, sports and showbiz, sometimes social or religious and showbiz. And I'm sure this one will cut between either a religious or a social topic. And it's a story that we are taking from Ghana Web. And Ghana Web is saying that a man, he's actually a man of God. A man of God has spoken. And the man of God is telling us something that I want to discuss with my people, whether you agree with him or not. He says, no child should own a phone until they get to the university. No child should own a phone until they get to the university. And Pastor Ibiyuami, maybe I have pronounced it right, maybe I have not pronounced it right. Pastor Ibiyuami is speaking. I'm going to read a short story to you. Then there is a video to support this claim. Then we come back to discuss my people whether they agree with the man of God or not. It says, celebrated Nigerian pastor, Pastor Davido Ibiyuami, has sent a warning to parents who buy mobile phones for their kids who are not of age. Pastor Ibiyuami of the Salvation Ministry stated that no child should be allowed to own a phone or tablet until they get to the university. He believes that the child at that age will be mature enough to use it wisely. Underline this line. He said he believes that the child at that age will be mature enough to use it wisely. Now, speaking in a sermon that has gone viral, the popular preacher argued that parents who give children the latest iPhones are only leading them to distraction. Pastor Ibiyuami mentioned that his advice will be faced with stiff opposition, despite it being the right way to train a child, just as he did with his son. And he says, don't buy a phone for any child who hasn't gone to university. It may sound very awkward. I know you are too civilized, but don't do it. I refused to buy my son a phone until he got to the university. I told him he would never use a phone until he gets to the university, he cautioned. Now, his father said that, don't buy a phone. It is not civilization. Many things pop up on phones and tablets. They can use their own phone. Buy a landline and put it in your parlor. Let them use the landline. They will not agree, but stand on your grounds. You are now buying an Apple phone for a 12-year child, all because you say you are civilized. The future will not be something you would like. So let's call him Pastor Davido for the pronunciation of the other namesake. So Pastor Davido is talking. Kojo has not given birth yet. Nana Reagan, same way. And Roland, they have all not given birth yet. I'm the only one who has given birth here. Yeah, in fact, more. Kojo get it. But Kojo's elder sisters and brothers, they have given birth. So I'm just looking at a situation where they will call Kojo. Kojo, now, also for say we shouldn't give our children phone. Kojo, what will you tell them?
All right. Yes, in a civilized society like this, yes.
Oh, I said we watch a video.
Okay.
Richie, please, let's watch the video. Sorry about that. Let's watch the
Very awkward. Don't buy phone. Very awkward. Don't buy phone for any child who has not gone to university. It will sound very awkward. I know you are too civilized, but don't do it. David, I refused to buy him a phone till he got into high school. I told him you will never use a phone until you enter university. He told me, thank you, now I know the meaning. Don't buy phone. It's not civilization. Phone and tablets, many things pop up. They can use your own. Let them use your own phone. It's your phone. Buy landline, put in your parlor. Say every child you're free, use it. Let them use it. They will not agree. Stand your ground. Say, all my mates is not your mates. That's what I want. You are now buying Apple phone for a 12-year-old child. You say you are civilized. Thank you. Thank you. You know, I like it like that. Make my boy, they use Apple phone.
Well, so that was Pastor Davido. I hear he's a popular Nigerian pastor. And this is the advice he is sharing with all parents from around the world. Do you agree, disagree, or you trash it? Kojo, briefly on this one. This is just to warm ourselves up for the topic.
In a civilized society that we find ourselves in today, some of these messages will not be received because of people's perception and orientation about the new world. But the point is, when the first mobile phone or handset was made, the main purpose was to make calls. The discovery of mobile phones, the core purpose
was to make us like the ones we have here.
Like the ones we have here, to communicate with to somebody
away from
where you are. And as technology advanced, people realized they could add other features to it to make it more valuable and make it more effective. Hence, we got camera phones, and now we got phones that could even you can listen to radio, play music, camera, and internet as well. Yeah. So that they can infuse a whole lot of things in there to make it more valuable.
Usable, yeah.
Now, if I am buying a phone for a young person, now I know there are reasons why the man is saying that. Probably he didn't give us reasons why he thinks they shouldn't use. But
he mentioned one. He said some things pop up.
Other things pop up on the phone. Yeah, which is definitely true.
Like and the pornography,
exactly,
things,
pornography,
the kissing, the bad dressing of females.
Exactly, all of those things pop up. Betting sites. Vulgar languages, a whole lot of things pop up on this phone, especially in the days that we have social media is so vibrant in the system. A lot of twerking going on TikTok, insult on Instagram and all those stuff. Now, when you buy a phone to a 12-year-old child, we ask you, the parent, why did you buy the phone? What is the main reason why you bought the phone? Is it that you can communicate with the child when you are far away? Or is it that you want them to use the internet? So you should know the reason why you are buying the phone for your child. If it is about communication and nothing else, then why not get a young phone which can only receive calls or make calls? If it's about getting access to internet, to make research, to study, then you can buy a smartphone. Now, but mind you that the smartphone in the hands of your child, there are other things that you can consider using it for. Like going on social media, going on certain sites, and other stuff. There are some point that maybe they will hear something from their friends, but because they don't have access to it, they can't explore. But once they have an access, then they want to explore whatever they have heard from their friends. And at that point, they are not so mature. If you hand a phone into my hands and I want to go to any other side I'm free to go. I'm of age. But somebody who is now being trained, about to enter into SHS, the kind of mindset, and they have school exams to even write. So if at the end of the day you are buying the phone and it's coming to become a distraction, other than the purpose that it will serve, then we have a problem here. And I can tell you that is the case now. That is the case. People buy phones for their children because they can access the internet and learn. But that is not the reality. What the children are using it for, that is not it. They are using it for other purposes. In our days, we didn't have phone. When I was
so in this case, we have options. You have options of letting your child learn and letting the child not learn. So for example, let me use my case. My first daughter is 8 years old today. Do you know when she's talking to her mom, she can tell her, mommy, especially when the mother says she doesn't know something, then she'll tell her, mommy, if you don't know, go to Google.
Yes.
Do you know, as it stands now, they can go online and look for some things.
Yes.
If you say something and they don't know, she'll go for Google, get it, and she'll know.
And know, yes. So it's positive, right?
Yes.
They can go there. And another time, somebody can also tell your daughter that there's this thing also on Google. If you want it, Google, you will find it. And that's
so in this case, based on what he's saying and your explanation, which one is weightier? Is it the ability of the child to get knowledge and information, or the probability of the child getting spoiled? Which one is weightier?
I can confidently say that the one that is weightier now in our space is the probability of the child getting spoiled. Because we don't control them. Now, if it is in my hands, for instance, if you hand your phone to your child and maybe you want to say something, you can supervise that. But if you have given the phone to me, if I'm sleeping in my room, I have access. Now, I decide on how to use it. It's like you've given me money to go and buy food. I decide the kind of food to buy. So, in their hands and the kind of things that they are exposed to, the kind of friendship that they have, the kind of things they hear, and how fast their minds work now. If you hand them the phone, the probability that they will be looking for other sites that are not relevant is high. Unless, for a fact that if you really want to hand them the phone, which now, as I said, the man said, in this civilized society, this message will be treated. He said, he even mentioned that it will seem awkward. It seems awkward because how can you tell us in this world that we shouldn't allow our children to own phones? By using the applications that can restrict children from accessing certain sites. But you ask yourself, how many parents know that even we have parental control in our phones, that you can even set to the limit that the child should spend on the mobile phone. Block all these social media sites, key in codes that they can never enter on those sites.
So in short, you are going to agree with the man of God.
In short, the reality is what the man is talking about. You gave the phone for a right purpose, but as to whether you have assessed that it is being used for the right purpose, that is also another case.
So you will not allow your children to use?
I know a lady around 18 years. She has never used the phone before.
A mobile phone?
Yes, the mobile phone before. The father told her after university.
Before?
Yes, before she will be given a phone.
So,
and she's okay. So when she goes to the school, yes, she have. Wait, what?
So, social media won't be that.
So that she wouldn't be distracted.
Thank you, Kojo King. Kojo King is a journalist, he's a broadcaster, and he's also one of our pundits. Also doubles as a marketing executive. Want to do promotion, want to do sales and marketing, Kojo can help you to do that. Let me go on to Nana Reagan. Nana Reagan is also a journalist, he's also a promoter, a talent manager, and one of our pundits here as well. Nana, quick one. This is just to warm ourselves up, and I like the energy Kojo started with. The Twitter is really working on you. Nana Okum Jata defense. Okay, Reagan.
For me, I want to disagree with the man of God, especially citing his son as an example. I believe that what worked for him in the way he brought up his children might not work for other people in their homes. I want to say that maybe he could have asked parents to be more like people should control how they use the mobile phones,
guide
them, parental guidance and control
to be high,
than saying they shouldn't use it at all. I mean, that will, for me, I don't think in our present day it will help the children. yes, it will not help them because
I'm also tempted to think same.
Day in day out, technology is advancing, and if you are not, I mean, you don't have any knowledge.
Let me give you this example as to like supporting the fact that you don't agree. We have seen some university papers, as in exams, of a question like, how do you understand Kofi Kinata's song and blah 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 blah. I've seen that. I've seen one in Ghana before, and I've also seen one in Nigeria, which was also entertainment related. And all these lyrics, to get them, you have to get them
on your phone.
On your phone.
Yes.
I don't know what course your son or daughter will be doing at school, but there are some courses. Social media is even part of the places you learn.
Yes. You see, to even argue that it will spoil the child makes even their arguments like a weak argument for me, because in the past, when technology has not advanced like this, there were people were even using classes, Saturday classes. Don't allow your children to go for Saturday classes because some of the kids, they are smart. They will come and tell you they are going for Saturday classes, and they will go and end up in their boyfriend and girlfriend, so when they will get teenage pregnancy, will go high and blah blah blah. But at the end of the day, people were still attending Saturday classes, and they were becoming brilliant students. They were getting scholarships and all of that. You understand? So what it means is that day in, day out, when things comes up like this, what is important is the guidance and control of it. It is not abstaining or just taking, like, not allowing your kids to take part in whatever that is going on now. Guide them in the usage. For instance, I know your kids, if there are certain apps on their tablets that, and they are even guided, children's YouTube and all of that. You understand? They are not allowed to, view certain content.
Restrictions.
Yes, there are restrictions on it. So instead of you saying, okay, I want to allow my child to use the phone, why don't you allow the child to use the phone? But let the child understand that maybe at every night, or at, let's say, in a month, you take the phone from the child, you go through what apps the child is using and all of that, just to guide the child.
But there is a technology that you can even monitor what they do on your phone.
On the phone. So it is easy. Just that maybe the parent will feel it will give them
Sarah,
more.
my friend in US.
Okay.
Every app that her children open on their phone, she has to activate it.
Yes. Just like the app store.
Exactly.
You need access to download whatever.
So she'll get alert that someone is opening maybe Facebook there. She would have to activate that. Okay, let it open.
You see,
if she doesn't activate,
that is the kind of parental control and guidance I'm talking about, and this is going to help the parents and even help the child. So what it means is that at a certain age, you don't have the right to access some things. Yes, but after university, when you're on your own and you want to go ahead and do certain things, you have the right to do that, because at that time you are an adult. But if you say they shouldn't use phone at all to university,
and some people finish university like 20 years
20 people, 30 years, 35 years. Some people are, you see what he's saying, there are some people who don't have the privilege, like the pastor's son. Some will even enter university when they are 30 years. So you cannot say they should. I
get it.
You understand? There are people who are even after secondary.
So you are not with the pastor?
No, I'm not with the pastor.
Thank you. Beef Nation President Anariga. Roll. Let's go. Let me get your position on this.
Sammy.
Our warm-up topic. I'm loving their contribution, though.
I think I would disagree with the pastor.
2-1.
Yes, you say you say you should not get your child a mobile phone until he or she finishes university. It's just like you saying, you are banning your child from technology until the person finishes university. It's same way. Because I am just imagining you not giving the child a mobile phone, but because they do ICT in school, you buy the child a laptop.
Do you know Julia? I had to buy her a laptop.
Exactly.
Julia. I bought a laptop for Julia. Every Friday, I have to carry the laptop for her.
You see, it is just like that. which makes the whole argument very funny. If the pastor wants to communicate or advise,
sorry to cut. Even recently when COVID, yes,
they were
learning through
online,
laptops and phones.
Yeah.
Some of it were using their parents' phone to do assignments.
Yeah, that's true.
You can give your phone.
So
to say this is your personal phone.
That is why we are saying that guide them. Talk about parental guidance.
Okay.
So I believe it is about guidance and orientation. Okay, it is about guidance and orientation. You know, there are so many ways.
That Mama Roland and flow.
No, you see, it is about guidance and orientation. I believe. Say, man, phone no in the next 30 years, 40 years, adi obey. Unless you want to take the person away from technology. Unim said there are some pastors that even advise their fellow pastors against the use of Bible apps on their phones and tablets. Yes, because they fear distractions. So you look at yourself, and besides, example
now we are projecting Bible verses
on screens.
They still have another
exactly
Corinthians 4 verse 4.
But we know that some of these things come just to make our lives easier and more effective. It is up to us to make the children understand, say, these are the dangers of what you have in your hands. Because yes, say what the phone number akwala even after university. Now, but the person is going to use it badly, he or she will still do it. But when you give the person a good orientation, you let your child know that social media is not about nakedness, nude, or twerking. But there are positive sides to what I am giving you.
Exactly.
You give the person proper orientation. Even if the person is going to go the negative way, it will be minimized. You can't say you are taking away completely the negative aspect of humanity. It is not possible. It is a fight you won't win. But if you are able to guide the person, when him say in Kwaladie, the kind of mindset I would to mutrim fit your
it sticks.
It sticks.
Yeah.
So when you are able to bring up the child well, you are able to bring up the child in a certain direction. Even if the negative side, when it comes to peer pressure and other stuff, and tampua, the children will still be guided by some of the good principles that you taught them. So if he wants to advise, he should rather advise parents to like gather strategies as to how they can guide their children. Because a phone, say Chinese near Kuala or the social media app, I must say a boy we are say. The same phone I had will be for front, so be a young man with good orientation and I say I didn't pay about the gadgets no kitana. Also the be born. So it is about guidance and orientation.
Well, Roland Amate is also a blogger, promoter, talent manager, one of our pundits here on Showbiz Daily Live on Samlex TV. This is an open topic, so your opinion is also needed. But the little contribution I can do is that we live in an information and knowledge world. If you don't have information in today's world, Charlie, you are lost. Like, you're going to feel like you live in the dark.
Information will be as you.
And as much as the social media, the technology has been bad to an extent, same way, it is the same platform that we are using to get knowledge. Like when you come to Ghana, there is a proverb that the ship that brought Bible is the same ship that brought alcohol. That's what they say. Ship the Bible by the no house in the day somebody no bui. And not the cigarettes really means that the buyer. But not the bibiaba yeah bui. So how can you say okay that because of that ship should never dock at our port? It doesn't happen. So I also think that yes, the man said something in the lines. He said that can you restrict the person from using your phones? But once again, ask myself, I wake up latest by 8, I'm out of my house. Sometimes I get home and my children are asleep. They have to learn. They have to know. What are they going to use to know if they were supposed to use my phone?
They don't have books.
Books, they have books. But books, no, books are limited, Kojo. No, books are
We
extremely
don't have
limited.
Google in books, so.
No, books are extremely limited. Books,
No, but no. Okay, let me give this example. Could you wait? Let me give this
No,
example.
but the books are
the
extremely limited.
pastor. Wait.
I know, but books are extremely limited.
The pastor is streaming on Facebook. So what if the pastor's child is in school at his free time, where the pastor, who is the parent, is not around, but still wants to follow the sermon? How would he follow?
He says don't follow.
They are in school, so if they are on holidays, they go to church. When they are home, they go to church. So in your hot free time, don't you have? Must you go and follow? Is it by force to go and follow sermon streaming on Facebook because you don't have a phone?
They do that.
What is on hand that the man is addressing? He has done his research. He's know the harm and the injury is causing to people. And even they give me your numbers. Give me your number. Many girls are not pregnant today because I don't have a phone. Like Roland here.
Many girls are also pregnant.
Roland here.
Saturday classes.
Oh, what is that? The rate? The rate is not the same. If Saturday classes was causing the rate of pregnancy to rise, now it is higher because they have a phone. If I meet you,
all right,
give me your number.
Even the staying in hostels is also a way of
and
spoiling children. So stop phone
well,
technology and those
guys, thank you so much. At least the warm-up has been good. The warm-up is even greater, and I'm loving it as well. Now, would you vote Samini as your best live band performer in Ghana? Over the weekend, no, I think it was Monday. It wasn't the weekend. So last Monday, that is Easter Monday, myself, Kojo King, Richie Flex, and Roland Amate, we found ourselves in Koforidua, that is the capital of Eastern Region, alongside Stephen Folson, Sugar Lord, and the rest of the guys. We were there to witness the VGMA Experience concert. And as a matter of fact, I missed some part of the performances because of some assignment I was undertaking. When I came back for the event, some of the top artists had performed, and my research is telling me that among the performers, Samini actually led the act. Those who really performed. Because of how the guy delivered his lines as a performer, so many people voted him as one of the best. I want to take you back to Koforidua and ask my guys that if they are given the chance, that I remember even tweeting it, that Samini is one of the guys when it comes to the live band game, nobody should compare. Like, he has no class. He's not your average artist, and he came to give a retweet to that. I know some of my friends artists did not understand it. Some of them even got back to me, Sammy, it's okay, no problem. So let me ask and make it general. You watching, my people here, would you vote Samini as one of the best live band or even the best live band performer in Ghana? Let me take you back to Koforidua once again. When I come back, we will do this discussion.
I make moves and she comes in soon like she wanna run the room. Oh, what a sweet she wanna do it again. Hey, what a sweet she like the way I roll. She know the what to do. Just in love my show. She say I love you so. She say I wanna know. She will get to go. She says I'll be the reason. Oh, girls, girls. Hey, when you did, Emma, yeah, oh, it's so much. Emma is so much. Oh, no, so bad, no, Emma, no, why? All that over me. Emma, over me. So tell me everywhere you want to tell me how you do it.
Okay, so this was in Koforidua last Monday, that is Easter Monday. And like I said, Kojokin was there, Roland Amate was there, Nana Reagan was missing in action. I was also there, but I missed Samini's act. It's really hurt. In fact, whilst I was there, I told Roland I didn't remember Samini about because I thought such a show, they will make Samini the last guy to perform. So I was shocked that they made Dope Nation. I don't know how they did that. Dope Nation last artist to perform, and the place, the concert did not end on the top notch thing. It ended down. I don't know why they did that though. Maybe for their own reasons. But Kojo, let me start this with you. Would you vote Samini as your best live band performer based on what you have been seeing over the years? Yes, overall.
In Ghana.
Yes. I know. I want us to go hard on this because you see. Let me allow you guys talk. If I say what I want to say, it might influence some of you.
Best live band performer.
So let me put in. Because you are thinking. Let me put it in. I know when it comes to live performances, names like Amachi Dede, names like maybe Kojoenchi, names like Akwabua, those names will come out. But what Samini does on the stage has always been different from what the other people do. You understand? So Samini will come on the stage and do other additions of the act. We know Abranche Amachi Dede will sing, but he will sing like his songs. I continue, oh my bro, oh yeah, I can serious. Yeah. But Samini's act, you can't even predict.
Yeah. Okay. That was a good PR.
That's why I didn't want to say it.
Yes, when it comes to live band, yes, a lot of things that you have to consider. Naturally, we have people who are not so hyped up on stage. Artists who will not be the jumpy. Mm-hmm. Some will come and wow you with their voice. Mm-hmm. So they may be very calm on stage, but whatever they do, you feel it. Mm-hmm. Some also are very good, very active on stage, and they'll be coming and give you all the jumpies, and also the voice and other aspect of it. One person that I so much enjoy when he plays live is Kojoenchi. Any Kojoenchi concert, when it's live band music, I think you even enjoy more than even listening on the tape, because the clarity of the voice, the production, the band, everything, how they transition the songs, everything is well calculated and on point. So any day a Kojoenchi show is top notch. Samini over the time has proven to Ghanaians that when it comes to the stage, he's a master of it. Yeah. And I'm not surprised that you are pushing him up there, and even if somebody says he's the best, I wouldn't be surprised. That person wouldn't be far from right, because as you said, when you talk about just the singing of the song that we all know, giving us the good voice and other stuff, his improvisations are always also on point. Yeah. Certain things that you don't even expect, he'll put it through. And incidences, spontaneity, things that will happen
I like that word.
Around, he can pick on them. He was sweating on stage, and the bodyguard will come every now and then and give him handkerchief to clean the face. At a point, he told him that no, it won't help because the sweat keeps coming. Before he realized he has a song with the sweat.
Wow.
And he was jamming with it. then everybody was also singing along. So when you combine all those elements, the spontaneity,
the energy,
the verve, the vivacity, the adrenaline,
the
skills. If you put all of them together, one might tip him to be the best. And yes, because when we boss all of them, the Kodrenchis, the KK Fosus, when we
Stone
boss
Boys.
you, when you boss,
you didn't finish.
Is that?
You couldn't mention boy.
I don't think he will come in.
Wow.
When we are mentioning Lives of Kodrenchi,
live band, Stone Boy won't come in.
Kodrenchi, KK Fosu, and
Really?
Samini. Stone Boy won't come there.
Wow.
What we are talking about, live band music.
Yes, live band.
Yes.
Stone Boy.
Everybody is playing live band, but we will have those who are playing live band. So the people are, everybody should pay attention to the people that I'm mentioning. We are talking about Kojo Anji, KK Fosu, Samini, live band. So if Stone Boy will be also in their league, they will also be in the different league, but not this league. That's why we have Champions League.
You could be right. Yeah, you could be right.
We have Premier League and we have La Liga.
No, you could be right. You could be right.
Of course. So if you don't understand,
so to you, your top tier will be Samini, KK Fosu, Kojonchi.
Yes.
They will be your top tier.
Yes. So people that I'm mentioning, and even if I want to scale it, yes.
Samini, KK Fosu are matching the day Kojonchi. Yeah.
Yes, those people.
Lumba.
If I want to wide
Lumba.
No, Lumba there doesn't come in.
Yeah, I agree.
Lumba live band here. No,
he has the songs.
A recording, yes, for performance.
But one guy who is even crazy on live is Kofin T2, another crazy guy.
Yeah.
On
For
the live
everybody, many people are playing live band.
Because so shoot now.
You want to pay attention to
shoot now,
critically. Yeah, so Samini, for his spontaneity, improvisations, and energy, and how consistent he's been with the stage. You know, you don't usually find Kodrenchi playing live band music. You don't. Giving us concerts.
Anytime he performs, he does live.
Exactly.
So say it well.
It is not regular.
So he doesn't.
What I'm saying is
regularly.
not regular.
Yeah.
So if we are giving somebody that plug, we also have to consider the consistency. The shows that Samini plays, they are more regular, and it has been back to back to back to back. For instance, if it's scaling within maybe a year, the number of stages that he will grace and the kind of art that he will give us. It is not wrong if you tip him as the best with the factors that I've mentioned. And even he performed without any backer.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
He was alone when you were doing the assignments and we were there and we were enjoying the performances. And the songs, how he arranged the songs. We're like, why you? I heard that.
Yeah, cause so. I know.
Yeah, so the song that he on the night he performed, and even it was Osei that was playing.
Yeah, I didn't even know.
When
it was later when he gave him shout outs on I think online. I said, hey, so Osei.
When I saw Osei, I said, wow. Then there's something that's going to happen because Osei is not mere a drama.
And Osei did not play for all the sets. He played
only for Samini.
Wow.
And you see, Samini with his experience on the stage when it comes to live band music, and to the extent of getting somebody like Osei,
who is one of Ghana's best drummers,
into his team, that tells you how serious. It tells you the man is not leaving it anytime soon, because now you could see the likes of Kofi Kinata, Famia, they are improving. So it means that the man is widening the gap. As you guys rise, he's flying up there. And so I wouldn't be surprised if somebody says Samini is the best live band performer today. All other things.
How about you? Would you?
Oh yes. Because with the people that I picked, they are not regular.
Yeah. Okay.
And so the frequency at which Samini keeps killing the live band stage and with all the other factors, I'll give it to him.
Okay, Roland, take the mic and come next, because you were also at Koforidua Jubilee Park where the concert happened, and Kojo, who has given us his first record at Samini, will qualify. Ru, what are you also telling us?
That's Sammy. If anybody says Samini is the best live performer in Ghana, the person wouldn't be far from right. Because yes, there have been so many great footballers, but currently, due to consistency and even the number of years these guys have played, the kind of records they've set, somebody can say Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo are currently the greatest players on earth, and the person wouldn't be wrong. The reason why I'm saying Samini can be tipped as the best performer, I am not only looking at live band, because yes, I believe in improvisation. When even the odds are against you, looking at all the people that we can think of, these are people that are not mere performers, but are entertainers on stage. They don't only entertain you on live. That is, they don't only sing. They don't only entertain you with the songs you know. But these are people, even when they are on stage talking to you, it's another form of entertainment. Even on sound. And Samini has performed, we've seen Samini perform on live band. We've seen Samini perform on what we call the playback. And these are things that I would say he beats so many people, about 90% of Ghanaian artists to it. Give Samini a stage where there is no live band and ask him to do playback, and he will still entertain you like it is a live band. Because the likes of Nana Amachi Dede, the legendary Kojo Antwi and his and their peers, and were not or did not give us that kind of experience when it comes to doing the playback, I would say Samini has been in their side and also done the other side and has proven right with these two. So you can say confidently that he is the best performer when it comes to stage. And even looking at what he gave us at the experience concert, if you were at Samini Fest, if you weren't, then you should also go and see the tape or the videos that came from that event. Man, yes, there are things that people do on stage. The crowd goes wow, the crowd goes crazy, people shout and all that. But what Samini gives on stage, I believe, is not ordinary. He controls what he does. He communicates. He speaks like he sings for you to understand. And he's not a mere performer, but a very big entertainer, because look at what he did on stage without any backup singer. Yes, some people would say, okay, we can also do without backup singers. But I look at his antics on stage, his movement, his ways of communication, his ways of staying on, even on key. Because there are some people that they jump from one end to the other, and the next moment you clearly realize it is the backup singers that are saving him. Or it is even the crowds that are saving him. Because at that point, they begin to pant. It is not a crime for you to be jumping and be panting. No. But when it distracts your performance, that is where the problem is. And Samini has never flawed when it comes to some of these things in recent times. Even though he's been consistent with it back to back to back. Obibeka say Bianca one of the times the kanuka on floppy back. That they but
in
all I saw a video of one of his performance recently. I think Somoko B is if you want company like that. And I was surprised at the way, man, like it was just a small ceremony, but the performance was like World Cup.
And recently they launched some new club beer something too.
Performance World Cup. As on the birthday party cry a stadium concert, man. And this is somebody that gives you value for money. He leaves no stone unturned. In fact, I don't know where Samini will be found because okay, and Neddy wa floppy and I will so this man is mighty when it comes to performances.
Okay, so Roland confirming Samini's position as the guy on top of the ladder when it comes to live performances in Ghana. Yes, Regan.
I would want to give him that among his peers. If I say his peers, the likes of Stoneboy, Shatawale, and all those musicians, now the best. You see, people like artists like Oboba J, Adolfo, Damachi Dedes, and all of those people. I think for me, they are known for this live band game, and they've played it for a very long time. I mean, for Samini, I can say they started. I mean, sticking to the live band thing when, in fact, the media even started talking about why our artists should stick to live band. They should stop miming. They should do this. They should do that. They should do, you know. That is when he mastered his game and, you know, distinguished himself among the rest of the artists. So for me, among his peers there, I can say if we are talking about this, when we want to take the likes of Oboba J, Adolfo, Amachi Dede, and those people, we want to separate them from these artists, then I will say he is #1 in Ghana. Okay. But if we want to put Amachi Dede and Oboba J, yes, they are not performing regularly for us to see, but when it is even one performance and somebody will say, okay, Oboba is like, hey, yeah, he's weak. He's not. He doesn't have the strength to, you know, to stand and perform for a very. But I've seen Oboba perform, and I know the kind of energy, the kind of.
In fact, even Nanampadi before he passed.
Yes, the kind of like they perform. There is this guy Chasama. Is it Chasama? I don't know if that's the right Chasama. They perform, and you will feel like, yeah, Charlie, this guy is. You understand? So even Rexoma.
Yeah, his recent performance I saw.
Rexoma is very super when it comes to live band performance. So I would want to give it to Samini among his peers. But if you want to put all these artists, I will not give Samini. I will only see him as one of.
If you are to attempt to do a mention for Ghana, who are those? In fact, who will be that?
Even that, me personally, I also have a challenge mentioning somebody's name because I see I have favorites. You understand?
Because the reason I'm asking is you said that you wouldn't want to use the fact that Samini performs frequently to rate. But no matter what, you are a football fan. When we are talking about best footballer, we cannot say Ronaldinho, Pelé, why retired because of boy in 2022. You are talking about best footballer and you are saying him. You will still go for who is on the floor. Who is playing. So yes, we respect them. Respect the Nana produce there, whoever. But who is the guy who can represent us now?
It makes a lot of sense. But you see, the analogy is not the same. When you compare,
it's the same,
no, for me it is not. When you compare football and
no, you talked about someone not being frequent on the field.
In football, somebody can be very good, but injury can sideline the person. A coach can even sideline the player, a very good player. You understand? And he might not get playing time with his competitors. But in music, if it is not sickness, or maybe the fact that the person in Ghana, especially where when a genre comes up, we all switch to that genre till we wait till another genre comes on top before we will pay attention to a group of artists and musicians. So yes, today High Life might not be. How many High Life shows do we even play from January to December, as compared to the shows that Samini and the Stoneboys and the Shatawales have been playing? From January to December, if you look through the kind of events that we host, Samini is likely to get more shows to play than Amachi Dede, than Oboba J, Adolfo, than A.B. Crystal, than all the names that we are mentioned, than Rexoma. Rexoma is still strong. He can perform. But how many shows, how many events, how many big concerts do we host in this country between January to December that somebody will even put Rexoma on? It is just because the trend has switch and we are not paying attention to that. Doesn't mean when they get the chance to perform, they cannot perform or compete with Samini.
But they
even if it is one.
But they are not active. And
we are
looking for the best. You will surely look for the one who is active.
The live band thing, we are looking at somebody who plays and plays it better.
Yeah.
So the person playing it every day, it doesn't even matter. If somebody plays, we know if you know artists.
It's not just playing every day. Playing every day and playing it better.
Yes.
I can bet you that if, let's say, we bring Rexoma, Amachi Dede, Samini on one stage, for the fact that these guys are not active, they can become rusty. This is performance that we are talking about. If you're a musician and you've been off for like several months without gracing the stage, and they set up a stage for you, can be rusty.
Yeah,
this is performance. So
you see,
we can bring them on board, and Samini can lead them.
When we say they are off,
okay,
you see, in our industry, we have certain spotlights for musicians. These artists that we are mentioning, it's not as if they don't perform. They don't perform on the shows that we pay attention to. Or Boba J Adofo, maybe ABN na yare betimi achi them. But he has been performed. If you ask Chemo and or the son, they will tell you they perform almost every weekend. Every weekend.
Let me stop that. AB Quinto, I think before COVID, the last time I saw his performance was Accra Polo Club. He was in a wheelchair. They just took him from the hospital to the stage. He was in a wheelchair even when he was performing.
Yeah, I know.
I tell you, these people, they do rehearsals more than the likes of Samini and the Stone Boys and all these artists that we pay much attention to. So what I'm saying is that it's not as if they don't do the thing regularly. Maybe they do it, but we don't have an eye for them.
Okay, so you will not vote Samini as your number one?
No. If you put all these people together, I will not give. But among his peers, I will give it to him.
All right, Nana Reagan's opinion on whether Samini should be voted as Ghana's number one live band performer. I'm sure some recent performances would also allude to the fact that, yes, he has been doing it and has been doing it well. Still 2-1. Okay, so what is your position? What are you also saying? Given the chance, would you also vote Samini as Ghana's number one best live band performer? I want to hear from you. I want to read from you in the comment section. Now, moving on to the next story. This is still Showbiz Daily, and once again, thanks. We are back on our main channel, that is Samlex TV. But for information, we are still going to be giving you content, daily content on Samlex TV Live. We have something we've introduced called the Top Stories. Top Stories about all the trending showbiz information that you would want. We're going to give it to you there. It could be presented by anybody from us here at Samlex TV, like I told you earlier. Now, next story is about Famille, and we will link it to Boomplay. Boomplay is doing something that our industry should be talking about. Today, I followed a conversation on social media where between Baba Sadiq and Kelly Nilamte, they were having a discussion on some of the things Boomplay is doing and the fact that the industry is not talking about them. I said, okay, let's look at what Famille is about to do, what some other artists have done, then we can discuss it. So the story says, Famille set to release Songs of Peter album on 29th April. So Famille's next album is called Songs of Peter, and he says the album is dropping on 29th April. And it says multiple award-winning artist Famille has announced Friday, 29th April 2022 as the release date for his sophomore album, Songs of Peter. The album will be released exclusively on Boomplay, Africa's largest streaming platform, for a week before it is made available on other stores as a result of a partnership deal set to provide Famille with extensive offline and online promotions in Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, and Tanzania. Now, my story or my interest is just in the first paragraph. So at least we know the album is coming out on 29th, and the interest is that the album will be released exclusively on Boomplay for 2 weeks. Okay, let me confirm the weeks. Oh, for a week. Okay, for a week before it is made available on other platforms. In fact, this is not the first time you have seen an artist release a project and the artist saying it is going to be released on Boomplay for some duration before it goes onto the other platforms. Recently, Kweku Flake, when he released his song, he also said, oh, the song was released on Boomplay, I think some 2 weeks before it became general for everybody to stream. Shatawale and Medical, they have their album, their EP, that's the Crossroad EP, and that is also exclusively only on Boomplay. Even you won't get it anywhere. Like we see so many of them, Boomplay, 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 Boomplay. First of all, is the industry seeing what they are doing as? a contribution worthy of notice? Is the industry seeing it yet? Because information I'm also hearing, I'm still looking for a rep from Boomplay to talk to us on some of the things they do. But information I'm hearing is that anytime they give you such a deal, it means they have supported in financial terms. They've supported in promotional terms. They've supported in making sure the song gets some rating, some playlisting from around the world. That's how come they will give you that exclusive deal. So if you also do this for them, they also do this in return for you. From money, from promotion, distribution, here and there. First of all, our industry people noticing what Boomplay is doing. Is it profitable for the artists who are doing it? These are some questions. Roland, let me start this with you. I know you have been around some of these people, and recently you are also distributing your artist songs. What can you say about that thing the artists have been doing exclusively on Boomplay? Have you heard it has been profitable to them? And is the industry seeing the contribution of Boomplay in our music ecosystem?
Yes, I mean, I think to answer whether it has been profitable or not, I think so far I think it has been profitable. Because yes, we've seen an increase in this act where people every day are just giving exclusivity to Boomplay. And if it wasn't
with events, you see them sponsoring some of the events.
Yes. In fact,
recently they sponsored 3 music awards.
They've been one of the big companies sponsoring most events in Ghana for even the last 5 years.
And I hear among the streaming platforms, they are, should I say, the only one with confidence with an office here in Ghana.
In Ghana, I would say that Boomplay is the biggest streaming platform in Ghana.
Yes, and they have an office. That's what I want to establish.
Yes, and they have an office where artists even have the confidence to visit their office and even
to discuss business with them. Yeah.
I am not surprised this thing is coming up, by the way, because I see this to be the way of first Nanka. An artist would be in the studio and what they call producer. That is the executive producer now will just walk to the artist and say, I want to buy your album. Or I want to fund your album and distribute it for you. Yes, that is the modern way of that act. That which is what I'm seeing, because yes, if let's say a certain family gives his album to Dr. Despite to say okay, now Despite is the one distributing my cassette or distributing my CDs or selling my CDs. That is the same way. That is in that same light is what we are seeing by Famia saying that I am giving an exclusive your friend is saying hold to Boomplay
for 1 week.
For 1 week, or even some people do it a month.
Yeah.
Some people go even a
2
year,
weeks,
2 weeks or more. Which is very good, because I am happy because our artists are beginning to see what they do as business and as product. And we all find the moment you decide to go into a venture, one of the best ways is to learn the skills of that trade, how things work there and how you can progress. And when it comes to business, there are so many ways one can sell their music and also do business with it, and this is one of them. So if our artists are seeing the light, it is not only with Boomplay, it is not only with I think Uptown started, but because probably Boomplay came to take over, they've overshadowed that act. Yes. And it is not only with Boomplay. I think elsewhere people do it with Spotify, people do it with Apple Music and all that. And I am very happy it is even on the rise now. What we should be concerned about is how our artists do the business, because you know, on a business table, definitely one would earn more than the other. And it depends on who is able to negotiate well. It is not about who has the best product or so, or the best offer. It's about who is able to negotiate well. That is what we should be concerned about. Are artists negotiating well, or are the company taking advantage of our artist? That is what we should be concerned about, because yes, recently, even in recent news, we heard of Black Sherif signing a deal with Empire, which under normal circumstances should it have been a headache or a cry. But how the business was done, the kind of negotiations that went in, which has been reported, is what people are more concerned about. So yes, we should be happy our artists are giving exclusivity to Boomplay. They are taking some deals with Boomplay, and it is good. They are learning the job. They are learning some of the ways they can improve on or do business. But we should also caution them how they negotiate when they go to the table, because these can have.
Have you heard of any rumor of an artist not being happy with the negotiation with Boomplay before?
So far, I haven't, which is why I am tempted to believe that it is profitable. Because I've even had calls of people asking me, Charlie, the way I will be releasing you more, I said, not the Akuma Boomplay for
because I know everybody wants to be a first time listener. So now that Family is going to release his Songs of Peter album for 1 week. You not be waiting to listen to on Spotify for 1 week.
And when you weigh the pros and
in fact, you just want to go and listen to it too.
Yes.
Especially when the album comes with reviews. You want to go and listen, you can't wait for 1 week.
When
you get the app at all costs.
Pros and cons of it, you realize that there are more positives to it than even the negatives. Yes, business sometimes go astray, but when you look at it very carefully, you realize that some of the things that you would have suffered to get, these are things that the people are helping you with. It is not just only a streaming platform, but a whole company that gives even artists education when it comes to music business. Yes, I know people who have been to Boomplay's office and have learned a thing or two, even without doing business with them, because of the kind of conversations they give, the kind of orientation, the education they give to artists. So it is good that, yes, they have an office here and they are able to at least get closer to our artists for us to do business. We would wish that it shouldn't only be with Boomplay, but other streaming platforms as well. At least NK was Spotify office for her, other streaming platforms office for her. It would have been good and bring lots of competition. And still, it would be a healthy, since it is going to be a healthy competition, it is going to be a good business deal for our people. So it is good because, yes, we share the kind of advantages of modern artists when it comes to advertisement, promotion, and even sponsoring them. On just the VGM Experience concert, Medical came on with a Boomplay cap.
Oh, really?
Yes. Medical was in a Boomplay cap. Obi Ananke named the Medical the Gucci. But because of business deals, he was spotted in a Boomplay cap.
And remember, he has his EP there.
Yes,
too.
there, which is no coincidence. You know, yes, when you look at it from that side, you will know that our artists are really benefiting.
Okay, thank you so much, Nana Regan. You can continue from there. What do you also see? What Boomplay is doing for the industry?
I think it's good, and it did not start today. I mean, exclusivity, they started in the days of the CDs and cassettes. I remember Nane Champon's Nankebede Nayoya album being bought by a distributor. I think one what is it? I started with, I think 1 million Ghana cedis or so, and the man made a lot of sales out of the album within some few months, and he even called Nane Champon back and gave him extra money.
Wow.
Yes, it was. I think it's one of the most successful records in the country.
Okay.
Both hip life and high life. Yes.
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 More than all Lumba's albums.
I'm telling you, Abenwa, more than Abenwa.
Hi.
That
song,
that album was one of the best sold out. So I think it not start today. So doing it now digitally, it is nothing new. I am more concerned about how they go about with their negotiations and business. For now, nobody is complaining. So we would want to believe that everything is well.
All is well.
Yeah. So since it's going well for the artists, that is all we've been praying and talking plenty about. We want to see business go well for our artists so that in the future they don't become charity case. Everything should be well structured. If you know you are, giving your albums exclusive to Boomplay and they have very good deals for you, promotional plan strategies that will make you gain cash out or get certain returns, it is the best. Just do it. But I also want to agree with Roland in terms of, opening our net for other let's say music distribution platforms to also have their offices here, and then so that we can have that healthy competition. Okay, at the end of the day, the artists have to decide between whose deal is good. You understand? Maybe Spotify will be giving this deal, Boomplay will be giving that deal, Audio Mark will be giving that deal. Then the artist will have to choose between what is good for him at that time. So it is good now that Boomplay have started this. I think they need the media to talk about it and give them the give the artists that needed education in terms of how to work with
information on how to
work with them so that they can understand and would not do their usual misconception arguments and conflict and all of those things with the company, so that they will also have the love to do business with Ghanaian artists, and it wouldn't be like, oh, Ghana artists they be now only so that talk we should minimize it. So I think for me it's good, and it's good that you've brought it on this platform for us to talk about it. Some of these things need light, but sometimes because we are also busy, have our eyes elsewhere. It's good that Kelly and Adik will draw people's attention to it so that we can have some of this conversation. So it's good.
All right, thank you so much. And Nana Reagan there. Let me also say this. Maybe if reps of Boomplay will be watching this, as much as you guys are doing good, I think your PR is not being felt. We are so happy when we drive around town and we see your billboards. I think from Kwashiman to Awoshi Junction, they are highly represented there with a huge billboard and some other places. But I think it is not enough. For instance, we see artists who are doing this and that with you guys. We see you doing this for artists. Who is spreading that information so that one day, should you guys have any issue with any artist, the public can even come to your defense. You can win the public court. Because today I was just asking, so who is the PR or who is leading the PR of Boomplay to start talking to some of us? Like you come and say, oh, Boomplay, this is what we do to support artists. We can finance your project. You leave it on our platform for a period of time. Then we do this, we do this. We are making sure we get distribution money and publication money for all our artists. Who is talking for them? Who is talking? Because we only know Shatawale and Medical. They have an EP, a joint EP on Boomplay. What is in it? We don't say come and tell us Shatawale made 24 million Ghana cedis from that deal. No, tell us that, oh, this project was partly or was fully sponsored by Boomplay. They will know that, yeah, the people are now supporting. I think their PR should wake up. Because what they are doing and the kind of mileage they are supposed to get, they are not getting it. Kojo, wrap up for me.
You just said it all. My point.
Pacho, can I fulfill?
My point is what you just said.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's a good initiative by Boomplay. Yes, it's a streaming app, and under normal circumstance, when you distribute your song, as we all do for our artists, maybe just a little, or even if you have an account, you just upload, and from the place you get your money. But it's a more smarter move. It's if you rather approach the artist with the offers that you have, because if you give me the exclusivity and I distribute it for the first week, it means no other app will get that right to distribute that song. So we are the only people that will be streaming. And based on how the album, the nature of the album, and the value of the artist, it means many people will, now the traffic onto my platform will increase. So in subscribership, people downloading the app, it will rise. And also when people are streaming and the artists are making money, that is when the platform also
grows bigger,
their money. So if, for instance, within that week, we are going to have about 2 million people streaming that album, it means it is also money for the platform. So if we can spend half of the money and pre-finance that project for the artist, then in terms, we have money. At times, we might not even lose. It's like selling and saying buy one, get one free.
Yes.
You have actually paid for two. But you wouldn't know. So we are pre-financing the album with half of the money that is going to come from the streams. And even we get ourselves more subscribership, people downloading our apps, and also that prestige that this album from this artist, we were the first to distribute. It means the whole world.
There's a bragging right.
Exactly. It means the whole world. If you want that, you want to listen to that song on that day,
You want to go? You have to go to Boomplay
and nowhere else. So this is a way for the app to also market themselves to all the other countries where even they don't have an office, and they are not active to even compete with the other people, the Spotify's and other who are well known everywhere. So it's a smart move that I have to commend them for doing that, because under normal circumstances I don't believe the artists rather approach them. I am sure it is Boomplay that approaches them with their offers.
But that artists also approach Boomplay. I know of artists who have approached Boomplay on certain days.
Yes, for certain
and it went through.
Yeah, very few.
Yes, very few. But even they know that somebody has done it, and they will approach. Yeah. Like I've heard that, Boomplay is able to do this for me. So you also go and make enquiries, and yes, but definitely the first one that happened, they will let you know that this is what we can do for you, so that you also come. I was going to ask you if you know their PR.
No,
you don't know their PR.
No.
And the story that we just read that media is not talking about. What are we supposed to talk about? It's not as if we are not doing nothing. All the other things that we are talking about, they are equally important. Now, you are a firm, an institution that is well structured, and you have products and services that you need to communicate to the people. Now, I'm going to ask, who is the PRO? Does the PRO know Sammy Flex? And does Sammy Flex know the PRO? So people who are in this entertainment space, who are doing music business, you don't have.
So let me help you on this one, just as you're saying. So Kelly wrote some 8 hours ago that the conversation about Boomplay music unparalleled impact on Ghana music must be deliberate. We talk about their good works. Both users and industry have seen a tremendous shift into more proactive ways of music consumption via digital platforms. Even the trend where online music blogs freely pirated artists' work has drastically been nullified. Music consumption and promotion are clean and easily accessible via Boomplay's local network. Kudos to the entire team. I wish we could say the same about the other streaming platforms leeching on our industry. And Baba Sadi came and wrote that the impact and value to the industry with the presence of Boomplay in Ghana hasn't been spoken about enough. The first international music streaming brand to set up a shop in Ghana. It continues to drive massive value to the ecosystem, and we need to continuously speak about it and how the ecosystem in general can take advantage and make the most of it. Proud of the pioneering role we play to ensure this happens in Ghana. People in industry needs to actively and consciously play roles that provide massive value to the industry. So indirectly, these guys are even accusing us of not doing some things right for
that.
Exactly.
What Kelly wrote is a mediocre way of addressing the issue. Why do you say it's like everything that he's saying is that they are doing us a favor? It's like Salaka. Boomplay, yes, Salaka, Emma Ghana for they are doing Ghanaians. It's business.
Yeah.
Is he telling me that they don't benefit from whatever they are doing?
They do.
So yes, definitely the technology has advanced. Music has moved on from analog to digital. So definitely streaming site will appear. And even if we don't have an office here, other platforms, we are still using it wherever we are. We can still distribute our song wherever. You having an office here gives you advantage over the others. That is why currently Boomplay is the best streaming platform in Ghana. Because you have an office here that a musician can come to you. You can push your product and services to us. That's why my brothers are saying other platforms to come so that the competition will be stiffer. So to say like it should be deliberate. Like what you are saying is like we are intentionally deciding not to talk about.
It's not looking at their direction.
As if they
despite
are not
their good works.
As if they are doing free services. Yes, we can commend them for the fact that they have an office here. But if you are giving them advice, tell them to do the right things. You have a PR. What prevents them from going for a media tour to go and discuss the kind of products and services they have? You didn't tell them that. Now you are blaming who? Do you know the Do you know? You said you wanted to ask some questions. Do you know the PR?
No.
Sammy Flex doesn't know the PR. Sammy Flex.
The other day on you spoke to some of these reps from some of these, and I think I saw.
He did not say he's a PR.
He's
just a rep. Yes.
Rep. Oh, okay.
We are talking about the media liaison person.
Okay.
That like sitting here, maybe Lapiji can just put a call through and get him. Oh, this is what we are doing. Or Robert Clark. Or Robert Clark.
This is nothing that should be hidden. Boomplay is big in Ghana. We do here every now and then. You are sponsoring events, and we see your billboards around. So your PRO shouldn't be somebody that is unknown. So I think they themselves are holding themselves back because issues about how the systems work, how to even get them to sponsor or get that exclusive distribution. We don't know about it. How do we talk about it if we don't know? So in this world that information should be accessible, you don't sit down for people to go and search and say that, oh, upon all we are doing for you, they don't even talk about it. I still believe that is a bad way to advise them. Go to them, attack them and tell them that, hey, we feel that you are not giving us enough information about what you are doing here.
For us to even praise you.
Come to the show's book and come and let's have a discussion. Even up to date, people have been struggling on how to distribute their song. Look at this underground musicians.
Yes.
I've never heard of Boomplay organizing an event that is so popular that maybe we are meeting upcoming musicians or musicians maybe at National Theatre to tell them how. All I hear is people are going to their office. Unless you want.
And they even make it look like that thing is exclusive to some people.
Yes.
That is. I think I want to agree with Kojo because, like, when you look at our industry, they make these whole packages and those look like it is exclusive to this kind of people and not for every artist. So if you can't access Boomplay's office, and it means you can't have those deals. I think they should make it more open. They should talk about. I know for a fact that if Boomplay reps go on certain platforms to talk about their services, nobody will, take their platforms away from them.
Okay, got to wrap up for me. Let's look at the very last thing.
Yes, so it shouldn't be that always we have to come to your office before we know about information. People who matters, entertainment presenters and other stuff. You should have their database that whatever product, if you are not paying Sammy Flex, I don't think if you email Sammy Flex certain products about your company, he wouldn't maybe talk about it.
No, if content enough.
Email to about 10 people, at least maybe 3 or 2 presenters will talk about it, and it will spread from there. But don't sit in your background and a business and your online business. And how active is Boomplay online? On social media, how active are they there?
They are very active.
So yes, unless maybe you set them and you subscribe, but they should be loud enough for people to know if they are selling. And nobody should make it look like it's a national service. They are into full-time business.
They are making profit.
They are making profit.
It's not an NGO.
It is not an NGO. So if even NGOs, when they want to do programs, they go for interviews. Then they get the mileage that they need. So they should wake up and come next week. They should come on Sammy Flex TV. And we will interview them and know about their product and services.
All right, very well said. I like the energy my people are delivering today. Nana Reagan in the middle, Kojo at the extreme left, and Roland Amate, my immediate left. Now, to our very last story, and everybody is spending just 3 minutes on this after reading what I have here. And this is a story on Ghana Web I'm reading. It says, we failed Kumawood. We were too hard on them. Eko Blankson is an actor. He has also been around when it comes to events and more. And I loved this topic when I saw it. It says, we failed Kumawood. We were too hard on them. And I know Currency would agree with him. This one says, veteran actor Eko Blankson has admitted that stakeholders of the movie industry failed Kumawood because their comments were overly critical, yet they refused to directly get involved in making that aspect of the movie industry flourish. In fact, the lead, that's everything I want to discuss with this story. He said, the lead does everything. I might even not read again. It says, veteran actor Eko Blanton has admitted that stakeholders of the movie industry failed Kumawood because their comments were overly critical, yet refused to directly get involved in making that aspect of the movie industry flourish. Now, movies from Kumasi shot in the local dialect tree at some point saved the industry as it gained popularity and recorded huge patronage. It was later subjected to criticisms by some filmmakers who considered them inferior on the basis that such movies were poorly shot and edited. Regardless, Kumawood movies saved the industry as they shifted attention from Nigeria movies and created jobs for many. The sector has now taken a nosedive due to a number of reasons. Blanton, who once starred in one Kumawood movie that was not released, asserted that the energy should have been channeled into making that sector better. And the quotation from him says, which was not released. It says, we just needed to get involved in it and help them and see where they faltered or where they could have been better, he said on Lowdown on Ghana Web TV. He said, all of us, now that we have the National Film Authority, this is the time to get into that industry because it is a form of filmmaking which is good. It has to be done and done right, especially if we do our subtitling so well. We can sell it out. It hurts me that we have moved from that area and we are doing other things, Mr. Blanton told the host, Ni Akwe. And this summarizes everything I want us to discuss with my people. Like I said, I'm sharing just 3 minutes to them, then they run away. First of all, do we agree with him that the industry, the stakeholders, we were too hard on Kumawood, reason it died out of the system? Nah, like he said, we did not go in to help. Even their own colleague, filmmakers, Obisondo or Accra or Yechi or movie a Cambrofo. So to him, everything coming from Omomo country in Ibia, Bogos. Yes, we agree. How many money we want to at time? That one we can't overlook it. How many money we are editing B and me kai back to national Akobia no I told you no teacher national theater so no. Asma bag like Surely, no one saying is okay. But how were we supposed to have addressed it or talked about them so they don't suffer like it is suffering now? Kojo, since you have the mic, you can start. 3 minutes. Summarize your delivery for me, I beg you.
This is also another mediocre way of addressing the issue. Yes, because if it was business, if it was business that you were doing, then this thing couldn't be a reason to bring you down. Criticisms shouldn't be a reason to bring a business down. Because even business, you need criticisms to thrive. Whatever you are doing, we call it feedback. If you are offering the services or you are selling a product, and the people who patronize the product comes back and tell you that, okay, we've realized A, B, C, D is not going right. It is a platform or an instant for you to sustain your business. Unless you see it negative. Any business person, feedback, if you get feedback and you see it as negative, then that is your problem. Even with this platform, there were times people were saying, we don't understand. Now,
we have balanced it.
It's feedback. If you decide that, oh, Chinchina trying, yet you chrome, kaya kasa, but if you do it, you are able to balance and you sustain your business. So, is he saying that when we see bullet coming like a human being, and we want to complain?
Yeah, bullet is a human being. I mean, bullet is a human being.
You're too thrown a bullet never. Oh, now be ready for as a car.
No. But could be a two bullet if I don't talk it.
What are you talking about?
Oh my God, forever.
So, what he's failing to understand is that when I start patronizing the product or service, at a point, diminishing of
Diminishing returns.
The law of diminishing marginal returns. It's certain. And my taste and preferences will change. Now it gets to a point that I become critical. I don't just buy the product for just the consumption sake, but also I have to criticize the product. So if you fail to grow, and he should be frank to himself that back in the days when they started the Kumawood, the editors and the kind of software they were using to edit, is it the same now? No. And even those days, the editing platform softwares that they had, could they afford? They couldn't afford. So those times, if we're using a higher grade of software to edit your movies, and now they have a better software that can give you fine finishing, you say we shouldn't complain. Those days, I am one person who likes Kumawood. They are the best movies that, to me, I enjoy in the world. If you come to my room, that is what I watch. I can watch from morning to evening. If Lewin is there, then that will cry the bonus for me.
I'm wrapping up with him.
What's it?
No, go ahead. You are wrapping up soon.
I don't have time.
Go ahead and wrap up.
I pour you. Oh, your time. Soon go. I don't have time. What's the other? I go over 1 minute 3 minutes now. Fire boy. Oh, your time.
Yeah, go wrap it up.
So yes, those criticisms were good. They were positive in as much as how harsh it was. Still, if you really accept that there's something wrong, then you can make a change. And we can attest to the fact that subsequently the movies that were coming were on point. You could see the editings had improved, the effect and everything has improved. So don't blame your inability to get the best software or the technical know-how to shift it on the customer that they shouldn't complain. If the food is not nice, we have the right to complain. It's better you make it nice or not. So that is not the reason why Kumawood failed. Criticisms will always be there. Those years when we used to watch Chinese film here, when we realized, Charlie, all these things are fake. Now we don't want them. Same with Nigerian movies. So they should accept criticisms moving forward. It is part of business. It's feedback. When they say it, analyze it. Is it true? If there's no substance, you throw it away. But if there is substance, you work on it and better
improve on it. Okay, thank you, Nana. Continue for your 3 minutes.
So
let me have it.
Could you do 7 minutes?
Hey.
Okay.
No, it's not up to 7.
He did 7 minutes.
Okay, you
so,
are okay.
I honestly, I want to agree with the man. I want to admit that we failed Kumawood.
We were too hard on them.
You see, as for the criticism, I won't describe it as too hard. Critics, it will come like that too, especially to the soft person. Always
it is always bitter.
It is always bitter. But the thing we fail to do as industry players is that we just criticize without any suggestions or efforts. That's our problem in this country. I believe that criticism should come with, the good, the bad, and the suggestions to get results or to make corrections. But we sometimes, based on where the person is coming from, the position, the person's role in the industry, we just want to take advantage of the bad aspect of whatever that is going on and make it look like they even have to stop. It has to be rubbished. I hope you are getting my point.
I get you. Yeah.
So that is where I want to agree with Echo that can you imagine somebody like a filmmaker like Leila Jansi? Jansi or Mr. Echo Ansa, the TV. Kwawansa, the TV Africa man. Can you imagine them criticizing Kumawood and they're not just sitting back, but going in to make like efforts, even shoot Kumawood movies themselves
and show them
the way. Can you imagine the kind of change? Yes, the change it will bring. We saw when Kumawood was at its peak, Koansa brought the good old days and all those the love of Papa. There was some bits of local language dialects in there, and you could feel that okay, and Kaudeno Kromutimi Yeni say Kebefa. But we were always on Kumawood people, and I'm did attempt and yes, all those things that we were pointing out, they were true, some were facts. But what efforts did we make to sustain the Kumawood industry and make corrections? It was like Master Munja na Monkoda. That is how the criticism was coming to them. So at some point I felt like Omumu be crap no. So because at the end of the day you trust this near the Kobia. So they don't care about what we say, we sit on TV or radio to talk about. But the efforts were not coming. So that is where I want to agree with him. But another thing too is that sometimes Blankson should also address the Kumawood people who decided not to grow, like they don't want to take anything. How were they ready?
Tell them that they should get script for their movies. They
said no. How were they ready to allow themselves for that change, that development? Some of them did not care. Like I'm saying, unknown so try moving be a funny way funny. They don't look at what the script the coach had said. Then the 1 million copies. Paul G will not be discussing those technicalities. You are sitting on TV and already talking about bad subtitles. Master, they don't. You see, their target market. In
fact, they were not ready to listen.
Their target markets were not. So
but just ask me. He's saying, did we say it well? You know, there is a way you can talk to someone that the person will listen.
Yes.
But there is a way you talk to the person, though it is a good advice. But the person might find it.
That is. There
are ways. Someone will talk to you, might find it irritating.
Like me. If I come to your choba and the food is not nice, I will tell you the food is not nice. Somebody will and then the answer. It is.
Shout out to Kofodia. Shout out to Kofodia.
No, could you?
I have Boginis back.
That is where I was coming. You see that the same analogy saying the food is not nice. You can say it to the woman's face and she will take it as insult.
Yes, and she will fight back.
Yes.
Instead of
somebody too will say it in a way that the woman will take it as no.
And they have some coin.
The receiver, no.
You see, where we did not. Where
okay, Nana wrap up.
In wrapping up, what Kojo is not getting is that yes, it is good to criticize them. We have to come hard if it is the fact that we are talking about. But the thing is that let's make efforts in sustaining it and making it work. It's don't just sit behind the fence and then you be shouting. Hey, more you are making noise every day, making noise. But at the end of the day, if they are listening to the noise, what will make them take your advice or your criticism is when they are not getting money.
Okay.
But if they are getting the money at the end of the day, they will see you as even a hater.
Yeah.
You are just hating on them. And that is what will not bring that is what will not bring the change. So let's go onto the field and make certain changes. And no a better man in competition. So okay, Sammy Flex must start some chakuma would say, you know. I say his attention na koso. Okay, and then maminko sunya hawa we then omodi account. Then people are learning like that. Before Kumawood, there were this people were shooting. It wasn't as if people were not shooting local movies. So this street thing was there that they were shooting. But he said Ejako Bamu after Mr. Ebumu time, you know, Ejako came to. They also added some twist to it, and then and the page. So we didn't go on the field to help them sustain the movies.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Nana Reagan.
I know people like Miracle Films. Even though you see a lot of people were producing, and because it was booming, anybody at all could just wake up and start producing. And those were the ones who were spoiling the business.
Okay,
but we could have Miracle Films who were doing top notch quality movies.
All right, so Roland will wrap up for us. Roland, you can wrap up for us on this one.
Yes, I mean, this reminds me of our conversation about in music when the young guys were doing almost your more high life. And the OGs came at them and saying, hey, mom, and your high life, na more high life, na more some na cry, your papa. and they ran away to do Afrobeat. You see, I'm high life, and I'm see a friend Afrobeat until the OGs realize, now it looks as if high life has been benched completely. Before they accepted, said the young guys are doing high life, but in a modern or different way.
Okay.
It's the same thing.
Okay.
But what the only difference is that when these musicians were chased out of sa high life tag and say high life, it did not stop them from working. It did not stop them from growing. It did not stop them from improving. That is the difference between sa and no any what happened to the movie industry.
Okay.
Yes, criticisms in the beba. We know there are so many people that will criticize you without even giving you solutions to the problem that they've spotted. But it doesn't also mean that whatever they said should also be completely rubbish, no matter how it was said. You also owe that responsibility to also learn. Because I believe, say, we have people who just wake up to insult you. But even in that insult, there is something that can be learned from it. So yes, when the criticisms came, say, oh, these people were not doing things right, these people were not giving the quality that they were supposed to give, what did they do about it? Sisia say most of the producers saw say now CDs are not selling, and some of them learning the trade of doing the guitar marketing now.
They are.
Yes. Intina I banti on Mr. Beautiful Kona say yes, famous. Yeah. Famous no Kumawood.
No trouble.
Said
the in the crowd still.
Yeah. Exact. No, I mean those CD days.
Yeah, no
but trouble. Now we suya wakwa who say no. As we judge when we suya the way I distributed digitally CC and a comedy no. Into suya. It is not about you being criticized or you being lambasted. It is about how you receive it and how you use it to your advantage.
Okay.
The same way, even the whole industry that he's talking about said they are to be blamed. Yes, partly they are also to be blamed because some people also criticize without giving them solutions as to how they should go about it. But that same industry no more criticizing. Can we boast about them? Say, okay, you guys were saying the Kumawood were not doing something right. What has also happened to you guys that seemed say money, all knowing for what has happened to you guys? I think there is a film village, the Ghanaian film village. It's on the Adan road. They be me call me as a young time be near get to be a Ghanaian film village.
They couldn't finish. It was a project they were supposed to do, but they couldn't finish. I remember one veteran producer started that.
Yes, what has happened to it? So if we are talking about who used to be blamed for the downfall of the movie industry, it is not only they like Omo, but also the Kumawood people. Some of them also decided not to improve, not to learn. And idea we a 50-50. If whoever is criticizing doesn't bring solution, nani pana criticizing so nya na adin so obesuya idea no be improve ya. This is how we will end up, which is what we are seeing. So yes, I will partly agree with the co-balancing, but also we should also advise the money also to stop bomb because I'm sure say a better than tilapia.
All right, thank you so much, guys, for being a part of today's edition of Showbiz Daily. Once again, thanks for waiting for us to come back on our Samlex TV. That is the official channel for Flex Entertainment. Remember that we are still going to give you more content on Samlex TV Live, so you don't have to move away from there. Be there and let's do more. Special thanks to Kojo King. He's a journalist, he's a blogger, he's an arts person, through and through arts person. He's also called Nana Okumjata the First. Nana Regan is also a blogger. He's an entertainment journalist, a promoter, and artist manager as well. He's Beef Nation president. Roland Amate is a blogger, artist manager. He's a talent promoter, and he is also here as one of our pundits. And also to my producers, Digital Rasta Currency, Richie Flex, Emmanuel RPG, and Gideon Nilamteson. God bless you. Subscribe to the channel, put down your comments, share with your people. Tell them Showbiz lives here and no other place. My name is Sammy Flex. Until we meet again, we say salute you.